I don't know which is best. But
you're ready to fire off today for a long day of poker, and they took it away from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Over-rested.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they can't get me into the box. I'm sort of like I'm rearing up in the paddock.
Traffic's fine where I live, really. But,
it's getting like here, or
it's the motorways. It's when they have like repairs and stuff.
Greg, cut off ace-4. He's playing 30 bigs.
You know what? Personally, I hate this. I hate these late position rag aces that you feel like you've got to play because it's an ace, but you know it's horrible if you get played back at.
Right.
It's
some comfort in that, as I say, Peter appears to be on the tighter player, so the button's less likely to do something to you.
Yeah.
So obviously going to open a little wider, but Kristen, of course, is going to defend very wide from the big blind against the cut-off open. Jack-9 certainly falls within that range.
Yeah. And of course, I mean, you don't mind getting called when you've got the rag ace. It's like.
Well,
this is bad news for Kristen. She has to pay one street here. There's no escape, at least from paying off one street. Well, that's the escape I didn't think of.
He's going to check back. I thought, it's one of the, if you're going to check with some aces, ace-4 is a pretty good one. Probably more inclined to check back hand like ace-7 or ace-8, given that you block some of the draws.
I mean, it's always a bit fishy when a raiser checks back an ace, though, because it often means exactly this. And Kristen's been around the block a few times, young as she is, and she wasn't buying it. It's probably easier for her to get away now than it would have been on the flop, although still I would have trouble not paying off one bet here.
Yeah, I think obviously she knows if he's checked back the flop, he's almost certainly going to bluff the turn. So this is obviously a call here and evaluate
good
river.
Pot control, and she's given herself another chance to catch up as well. I think you've always got to pay one bet. And this is not good news for Kristen, actually. It makes it that bit more likely. I mean, it has bought the flush. It's easier for him to bet again now, but it's also that much more likely that he hasn't got an ace mathematically. So she'll do well. If he sizes his bet right, she'll do well to get away from paying it off. If he makes it, just over a third of the pot here.
Interesting, of course, the hand she has would be a pretty fun hand to bluff with, holding the jack of diamonds.
Well...
4-7-5.
I
It'd be
think
pretty ballsy.
I think she's too strong and too good to want to do that. He's bet 4-7-5 into what?
Into 1.1-ish, 1.2.
Yeah. So like I say, he's bet just under a third of the pot, and a bit over. But it's a difficult size. It's sized up to get called by a 10 or a 9, isn't it? And she's in a tough spot. She's only beating a bluff, but now there's only 2 aces left there. He's either got one or he hasn't. He did check back on the flop.
She is going to go for the check raise bluff. I thought she might.
You called it.
I thought she might. This is a pretty good spot. Obviously, it's really hard for her opponent to have a flush because she holds a jack of diamonds.
What's he going to think of the fact that she used her time bank before doing that? I mean, did she do that already knowing that she was going to make this play?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a situation where the players, when they are going to raise rivers, obviously it's such a crucial street that they always use it. People are always going to use a time bank because it's such a crucial decision, whether you've got it or not, whether whether she had ace-10 here or the bluff.
Sure. But and now he's got the bluff catcher.
Yeah, he does.
He's in the same spot that she was in.
Fortunately for him, he doesn't hold a 7 or 8 to block a straight, doesn't hold a diamond.
And it's also a far less straightforward. She's shown a lot more strength now than he had done. And the story checks out because she check called the turn when the 10 of diamonds came, and now check raised the river when the ace of diamonds came. So it's a very intelligent bluff. Yeah. But he's got an ace.
Yeah.
And this is the second. I've been in here 5 minutes and I've seen a very similar play twice. Very, very sophisticated poker going on.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Here.
2 check raise bluffs already.
Yeah. This is the great thing about the structure as well, is it allows. This is day 3 of a tournament. We're not in the money yet, and they're able to play this great poker. obviously you have to be like Kristen to be capable of making these plays, and she's got it through. Yeah. Wow! I tell you what, that is, she's figured it out.
Yeah, that was awesome play there from Kristen.
And I didn't see that coming. I mean, you called it. You said it was a good spot for a bluff. I thought she was just thinking about whether to call off or not.